Meg here. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about the business model canvas. Much of this comes from a great book, Business Model Generation, written by Alexander Osterwalder and Yves Pigneur. So the business model canvas is super important and builds off of what we also work on in the big idea canvas. The business model canvas creates a shared understanding as we run through it for describing, visualizing, assessing, and changing different business models to meet different needs. So let's start out with some of the things that we understand from the big idea canvas. We think about customer segments. So for whom are you creating value? Who are your most important customers? And what are their needs and wants? So we drive into the value proposition, which is a bundle of products and services that create value for a specific customer segment. And some of these might be time savings, customization, something that's new and fresh, or a performance additive. Channels are how a company communicates with and reaches its customer segments to deliver a value proposition. So those may be communications, distribution, sales, and customer touch points that play a significant role in creating that customer experience. Our customer relationships are the types of relationships that a company establishes with specific customer segments. So this can vary based on the needs, motivations of customers. So maybe you're moving more towards one-on-one close relationships or more towards automation, artificial intelligence. So those are vary based on the value proposition and the way that that customer wants to be addressed. So we move into some of the more operational issues that are within the business model canvas. So revenue streams. So revenue streams are the cash that a company generates from a customer segment. So these can be one time, they can be recurring, they can have a myriad of different models with them then. So we'll run through some of those in specific examples. And then we go into key resources, which are the most important assets that are required to make a business model work. So they're the things that create and offer a value proposition, help you reach markets, maintain your relationships with customer segments and earn revenue. So an example of that within manufacturing would be the physical plant that you're using or different suppliers for different components. Then we think about the key activities, which are the most important things that a company must do to make its business model work. So if you stripped away everything else about the way that a business is doing its ongoing operations, these are the things that matter the most to fine tune within those key activities. Then we think about the key partnerships, which is that network that we need to really nourish of suppliers and partners. And then we have our cost structure, which are all costs incurred to operate a business model. So a super quick walkthrough of the different elements of the business model canvas. We'll run through that graphically in another one of the lessons, so please do check that out. The business model canvas, as we applied in our evidence-based entrepreneurship class, comes off of first the big idea canvas with those test cards, prototyping, design thinking, and then we drive into really understanding the operations of the business and applying that full business model canvas. So again, the business model canvas, a lot of it is based off of this great work, Business Model Generation, and it's a shorthand way for us to communicate and check the boxes to ensure that we are really answering those business questions that come up as part of business model generation to communicate within our classroom and within stakeholders. So thanks, and we'll see you soon on other lessons.